that battery gonna fall again?
All right, here we are, catching up to the Juggalo March. They took to the street side and now they are looping back into the mall right below the Washington Monument. We're gonna march with them on bikes, so really we'll cycle with them. And if you guys have some questions, something you don't understand, comment on the video and I will ask nearby standby witnesses. All right, that is actually toward the middle of the pack. Let's see if we can make it toward the front. Looks like it goes about a good half mile from where we are now. There's a lot of people. Definitely peak amount from the rally earlier. It seems to be almost double. Is there anyone on the live stream who was watching the Mother of All Rally live stream just minutes ago? If so, I want to hear what you think the difference in the group size is. Awesome. Thank you, Jane, for the observation. This crowd does seem to be a bit bigger. All right, we may have found the front. It looks like they're even being escorted by a police motorcyclist, which is very official. I've been to many a march that did not have that type of cooperation with law enforcement. If anything, that goes to show how ungang-like this group really is. If you're just joining us now, the Juggalos are taking to the streets in Washington, D.C. to protest their gang classification. In 2011, the FBI classified all fans of International Clown Posse, ICP, as gang members. So people who had been fans of this band, even had tattoos of their symbol on their body permanently, were now gang members with gang signatures on their body. They are not happy about it. It has been affecting their lives negatively for the past 5 to 6 years, and they are pissed, and they are showing the world what is happening so that we can rally, the world can rally behind them, understand their injustice, and fight to end this type of injustice across all groups. I hope that answers your question, Kenny.
Juggalo, Juggalo, woo woo!
Music is not a crime! Fuck the FBI! Music is not a crime! Fuck the FBI!
All right, let's see if we can get a quick interview. Hey, excuse me, sir. Can you tell me what brings you out here today? Not everyone likes to be on camera. Hey, excuse me, can you tell me what brings you out today?
The march, family.
Family. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who the FBI has labeled as a gang. These are all gang members in front of you that you see. Do they look like gang members to you?
This is the gang member sign.
And what does it mean?
It means peace.
Peace.
Love and happiness for Juggalo!
If you haven't seen it yet, we live streamed what happened before they took off on the march. They've been here all day speaking and playing music. I highly recommend checking out that live stream because you get to hear lots of individual cases of how this injustice is affecting their lives. People are losing their children, rights to see their children. It's coming up in custody battles. Basically, any way a gang label can affect you is happening to people who do not deserve to be called a gang member. Bonnie, I'll give you the quick lowdown. You seem not to have figured it out yet, but basically, Juggalos is a name given to people who are fans of Insane Clown Posse, ICP. In 2011, the FBI labeled all of these fans, the Juggalos, as gang members. And now it's affecting their lives. They can't get jobs, they're losing access to their kids, they're getting harsher punishments. Appreciate that. I just dropped a camera pack on the ground as I'm bicycling around, and someone rushed out of line, picked it up off the street for me, and brought it to me. Props to that guy. Luba Williams, so glad you have been tuned in to what's happening. Please share with your friends, your family members. People need to know that this is happening. They've been quiet about it, but they're not quiet about it anymore. They can't take it.
We will never die alone. Juggalo will carry on. Swing our hatchets if we must. Each and every one of us.
Tanya, so glad you're loving this, because honestly, I am too. If you guys don't know, whoop whoop is their official outcry. When they approve of something, when something's cool, they say whoop whoop. Hey guys, when do you guys say whoop whoop?
No!
What's it used for?
Nothing! Whoopity!
Whoopity!
Whoopity! Whoopity! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop!
There you have it, folks. Whoopities. You learn something every day.
Come get your whoopities now while they last.
I want my family to be free. I said I want my family to be free. You think it's not a crime? You think it's not a crime? You think it's not a crime?
Excuse me, what do you guys think of this right now?
Don't know anything about it. We're just tourists here.
Do you want to know?
No, not right now.
Fans of a music group have been labeled as gang. All fans of one band have been labeled a gang.
This way.
Hey, can you tell me what brought you out here today?
Basically, I support freedom of assembly. I support the ACLU, so I support the Juggalos.
All right.
I don't support extrajudicial, law enforcement procedure.
So you're not even a Juggalo yourself,
No,
and you're here marching with them.
absolutely.
And that's because you recognize what?
Because I recognize when the executive forces in this country randomly, or rather arbitrarily, put people on lists, put groups of people on lists. It's a dangerous thing, and I don't support that.
Do you think that it's arbitrary? Do you think that there's deeper incentives involved?
I do probably think there's often deeper incentive involved. So people that end up on government executive lists tend to be disenfranchised, tend to be poor, tend to be people of color.
Right on.
I think there's something to that, but that's, you know, maybe beyond the initial protest.
Have you heard of the Juggalos before this?
Oh yeah.
You were aware?
Yeah, I've been aware of this for a few years.
All right, any last words for our audience here?
No, just stand up to the cops.
All right, right on. Thank you. What's it? Walk? It's kind of fun though. Luba, glad you liked the interview. There's actually a lot of people who aren't Juggalos here showing solidarity. Even groups like Redneck Revolt publicly on Facebook showed their support to this Juggalo march, which to me is an unheard of act of solidarity. Oh man, if this is free water. Not free, darn it. Folks, as you can see, they're selling water here, but we at Renegade only have credit to work with. If you'd like to support what we do, you can go to our website, renegademediacollective.com, and there's ways to support there.
Oh my God, there's dead bodies everywhere. There's pieces in piles. I've never seen so much blood in my life. Woo woo, woo woo, woo woo.
What happened?
Go, go, go.
All right, we're about in the middle of the pack right now. You've seen everyone walk that way. Oh, hey guys. And we can't even see the back of the line. Actually, if you go all the way back behind that monument, there's still hundreds of people marching. Wow. We'll backtrack in a second. Hey, any words for our audience?
Much clown love.
Much clown love, thank you. A lot of love at this rally, not a lot of fear. So right now we are right by the reflection pool in the nice shade of these trees. I'm on a bike. That lets us move around the group, see more of it. All right, what do you say we turn around and head back, see the faces of everybody? I think they're just assembling back to where we were this morning for more music and celebration.
Your bike got some plastic lights. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't realize he's slow as shit. Go all the way back.
Yes, Luba, that was another renegade in Charlottesville who helped John. Whoop, whoop. Let's get a look at how big this crowd was. We were at the front of the line earlier, kind of went back to what I thought was the middle, but now I'm realizing it was still the front. And the crowd is just as thick in this part of the line. This actually looks like the thickest part of the crowd I've seen.
Whoop whoop.
Luba, I've been wondering the same thing. How did they make this happen if they're a gang? It must be some agency is at least acknowledging their right for assembly.
When he come back at the end of the day, there was nowhere in the end, so he...
Really? I've never seen them with a coat like that.
It's very rare that they have it.
They're normally just black like that.
The crowd just keeps on going. Whoop, whoop. Hey guys, if you want to see a live stream of the whole day, check out Renegade Media. All right, we are back toward the road, and look, people for days, we still can't even see the end.
Okay, let's go. Big way, big way.
Cheeky balls. Hey, buddy, you want some cheeky balls?
No, thank you. Take a water.
Make you wanna forget us, it's what we kick, 'cause we ain't corporate. Self-made and doing well, so they damn us to hell and degrade us. That's what made us. See the world made us for 20 years. I've been getting paid the bar for me and old man.
Cleveland!
Hell yeah, whoop whoop.
Cops.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see it with the lighting on the camera right now, but the sun is starting to set. Lighting is getting that nice evening glow, and things are looking beautiful here in Washington, D.C. Donald Trump, you made it. What do you think of the Juggalos, Trump? Thank you. Well, Trump, as we know, isn't the brightest. I think he thought I was taking a picture.
Come on. Let's go.
All right, it looks like the crowd is finally starting to thin out here at the end. I'm seeing a family walk and a sleeping baby. This is likely the end of the line. I still see more and more people back there, but it's thinning out. So why don't we go back to where all the action is happening? All right, to get there quick, I'm gonna take a little shortcut. I've been finding my way around the mall. There's several paths you can take. It's actually really fun to explore on a bike. Lots of police presence, but notice that the police aren't in riot gear. Excuse me, how come you guys aren't in riot gear? For the gang rallying here. No comment? All right, folks, the police are not in riot gear as you usually see them. Hey, any comment on why you guys aren't in riot gear for the gang?
Close and also not in.
No comment? Just really wondering. They seem pretty peaceful. No need for it? You think this group's cool? All right, you heard it here. You heard it here. Policeman himself saying there's no need to be in riot gear for a large assembly of gang members, the Juggalos. So there's definitely some sort of contradiction in the label if the police aren't treating them like gang members, but the FBI are. All right, let's see if we can catch up. All right, right up there is the path they've been marching on toward back to the Lincoln Memorial. Yeah, John, it is interesting. I don't know if I could say it's funny, but your sentiment is definitely understood. Comment from someone in the crowd, party's about to start, bro. So that's what we're heading into as the sun sets over the Lincoln Memorial and Reflection Pool. Thank you.
There you go. I hope it didn't break.
How's it look over there?
That's the shit. Fast. That's the dollar they talking about. Somebody put a dollar in some shit in the shit. The horse shit? Yeah, the horse shit. Greatness.
Witnessed.
Yeah, we're about to have a bagel shower in Washington, D.C. I've been having a shit since you got. What is that, man? That's greatness. That's history, man. That's legendary, bro.
Yeah, what's it feel like to be here?
I'm living history right now, Ninja. I'm here. You're not here, man. You're gonna be viewing this, but you're not here. You're not feeling the love that's actually here.
For the people who aren't here, can you describe that feeling?
There's 4,000 ninjas here. In the middle of Washington, D.C. They allowed this to happen. One second, you can go right back to 1 second. Chief Keef.
They mad at you for camping?
Yeah, nah, not mad at me for chiefing. Don't we live in life, man?
Yeah, so you're saying part of history, the feeling.
This is the feeling. This is life, man. Show the crowd. Show the crowd right there. Imagine being in the middle of this. Nothing but ninjas there. This is like a second gathering. This is better than Hallowicked. We marching. We marching. Year 17. We marching.
All right, we have returned to the Lincoln Memorial. As you can see, the sun is just setting behind the monument, and things are starting to get turned up. Is that Antifa up there? Is that Antifa? Yeah. Alright guys, just spotted Antifa. I'm not really seeing them today. Let's go see what they're doing. Hey, excuse me? Will you make sure no one takes this for 1 sec?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go.
Are you guys with Antifa? You here showing solidarity with the Juggalos?
Yes, indeed. Free speech.
Can I ask, what brings you out here to show support?
I mean, declaring the Juggalos a gang is fucking ridiculous.
We have a lot in common. We both cover our faces. And we're Antifa is labeled as domestic terrorists. We're being labeled a gang unfairly. There's a lot to show solidarity for.
That's exactly it, too.
Yeah, so you see that their struggles is very much your own struggle.
It's all of our struggles under this fucking new regime, man. It's been going on for a long time, and this is just another big, hot iteration of the same fucking shit that's been going on the whole time this country's been around.
And if these guys are starting to wake up to our fascist government and a lot of fascist people we have in this country, then we're welcome to have them come and join us as well.
Free speech, free market.
Now,
and I'm just speaking on myself. I'm not speaking for the whole group as a total. Let me just
now a part of the reason why Juggalos got labeled a gang is because a couple of their members performed violent acts. Was there any sort of talk with members or even Antifa about being non-violent at this march?
Oh yeah. We never discussed this.
There's no communication.
No, but there's no intention on their part to be violent today. There's never any intention on our part to be violent. If we have to react, we react.
Right. Well, I guess to be more specific, if a white supremacist came into here and started yelling some hate speech, do you think the behavior in Antifa would be different than usual because of what is happening with the gang?
I mean, there's been some minor incidents today without any violence that I know of.
Oh, please tell me I missed it. And I would think that would be important.
Hostile exchanges of words. Some people getting in each other's ways. Shit like that.
Like passive-aggressive instigations.
That'd be a great way to describe it. Absolutely. Yeah. Kind of like poking the line. It seems like is what's going on.
But no one is reactive.
No one's really reacting. No. On either side of what I've seen. So that's a good thing. We should just fucking have a beer together and get on with it.
You think that could solve it?
Doesn't alcohol solve everything? But back to the point of them, committing crimes. That's a lot of bands, man. Or NFL teams, or police departments, or I mean, come on.
Yeah, really. Go
labeling all their followers gang.
Go into the wrong neighborhood and put down their football team.
Do you think the Proud Boys are more of a gang and the alt-right than the Juggalos?
I don't really give much thought to the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys really don't come up on my radar, other than they're fascists and they need to be stomped out.
Yeah, I understand that they have like an initiation where they like punch each other and name cereal.
I mean, they do what they want to do. I don't know.
I can't imagine the shit I hear about Proud Boys is true. Just saw it sounds kind of juvenile, man. Cereals and beatings and shit like that. What the fuck are you talking about? And what do they really defend? All I've ever seen over and over again is conservative ethics, chauvinist ethics, the male being at the head of the household,
It's broken down to this.
What else does the Proud Boys stand for?
Anti-Fa means anti-fascist. And if you're anti-Fa, then what does that make you? That's it.
Call a spade a spade.
That's why we're here.
Because fascism is classically defined as government control of industry. What do we have now? the merger of industry and government. Once and for fucking all. More obvious and naked than ever before. That should be a problem if we're talking about democracy, free speech, fucking free markets and shit like that.
So you ultimately, could you say that this injustice is bringing to light to more and more people what you guys have been fighting for?
I think we've had a schizophrenic national identity from the beginning. Right in the very beginning. Desperate people came here, and people who were willing to exploit desperate people came here. In Virginia, in Massachusetts, in Florida, back in the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s. And then when we become a country, the French armed an insurrection against their British rivals in the New World. And the Enlightenment's going on. And there's 2 sides, 3, 4 sides to all that. Civil War, slavery, states' rights, multiple clashes going on. And many times, it's just another iteration of America trying to come to terms with what our real identity is.
A work in progress.
Let me also say this, that if you talk to everyone here, we're all going to tell you something different. That's another great thing about Antifa. Everybody's ideology is different. Everybody comes to this with different levels of understanding of anarchy and understanding of different things like that. But really, the solidifying idea is if you're against fascism and you're against the oppression of minority groups and groups that are at risk, then Antifa should be the place for you. And if it's not, you need to look kind of deeply at yourself.
Well, I think a lot of people are turned off by Antifa because it's so wild card and so many different things. And like the Juggalos, they get grouped into one identity like everyone else. If I were to think for my own, labeling groups of people and then making laws. Thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
We gonna have fun tonight?
Hell yeah, man. We have fun every night.
ICP's gonna rock this shit for sure.
So later, around 9 p.m., this is the stage Insane Clown Posse will be on. Until then, there's gonna be some other bands and potentially other speakers. I just heard a Juggalo say to the cops, "You guys are doing a great job." You want it? Do you go get rid of these?
Oh yeah.
Let's do that first. I mean, it was red enough to point.
Motherfucking did it.
Tell me, how do you feel?
I feel amazing.
Make some noise! Goddamn noise!
Hey, how do you think the march went? How do you think it went?
Oh, I think it went badass actually. Go all the way from Oklahoma from here.
Oklahoma?
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Texas, but you know, still. Fucking mountains are a pain in the ass.
How many people do you think are here right now?
1,000, maybe 2.
And why was it so important for you to make that long trip?
I don't know. It just felt right. Felt like the right thing to do.
Thank you.
Welcome. I'm Mr. Ref. Keep it wicked.
We're Renegade Media. Hey, how do you guys think the march went? Phenomenal? It was a little what?
Rush.
Oh, you think it's too short?
Yeah, those kids were like behind us, the cars, like pushing us along the way. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
What did you guys think about the police presence today? I noticed they weren't in riot gear. You would think this many gang members would make them wear riot gear. Did you guys have any interactions with them?
All of mine were very friendly.
They did?
Yeah, I got a couple of people.
Do you think that there's some police officers who are juggalos? Do you guys know anybody? Yeah.
That are here right now. I mean, I know.
Or in general, I wonder how they're feeling about the gang label. How could you be a gang member and a cop?
It's hard sometimes, man. Perspective I never thought of.
But overall, you guys think this was a success?
Most definitely. Maybe it's the first step. The love is here. I don't know about success. What did it accomplish today?
The line for the bathroom.
Public awareness?
Yeah, what's next?
Do you know?
Where do they go? Where do we go from here?
I believe October 11th is in Cincinnati is the next hearing. And they asked for juggalos and supporters to come out then for support. So spread it, spread the word. Thank you guys.
Check us out on Facebook, man. Lotus Dragon Family.
What is it?
Lotus Dragon Family. Check us out on Facebook.
All right.
Thank you.
Check us too.
Confident in it's cold in there.
Were you guys part of the march? What did you think of all this? Good for them? Thank you. Here you go, Feather. Wow, that ain't easy.
What? We are not again. What? We are not again. What? We are not again. You give me so fucking much.
Hey, how you guys feeling? What do we think of the march? This is the shit. What was it like being out there with all the Juggalos marching around the National Mall?
It was fucking sick, you know? Like how can the FBI not think that we're like South Seattle? You know what I mean? Like with all the love that like happened earlier today, they don't understand it.
You think it's going to be hard for the FBI to look at you all the same way?
I think so. I mean, why wouldn't they?
They'll have the pressure on their ass at least.
Yeah.
How about the police presence today?
It's very minimal.
They were cool. I think they were too busy at the other fucking protests.
It's like they didn't give us any shit. They didn't,
Cool with us. They went to where the problems were.
Yeah.
Hey.
And we were not the problem.
Yeah, they seem to be kind of completely leaving everybody alone.
Yeah.
I got a whole battery burned out.
Someone told me there's even Juggalo officers, and that some of the officers did whoop whoops.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Any of those?
No, I didn't.
Dang.
But pretty successful. You think? All right. Thank you guys. All right. Let's ask the princess what she thinks. Excuse me. Quick word. What'd you guys think of the march?
The march itself was a lot of fun. A lot of love from the outside perspective, but from what I saw so far. So.
Now, did you guys personally come across people who weren't Juggalos or didn't know what was going on?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Tell me about that. How did that go?
Very warm. They were nice. They had questions.
Genuinely interested.
Not
That's
a lot of
refreshing.
names.
Like, to be totally honest, I feel like we've got a better response from the outside people than a lot of the people who didn't make it here today that are Juggalos. Because they're very mixed about it, and they thought this was going to end all bad. We can't, you know what I mean, like be in a public crowd and not be a fool, you know? And to all those people, we love to prove you wrong. So.
And do you think you have today?
I hope we have. I hope we've proven a point as far as we can assemble just like anyone else. We are just like anyone else. We have regular jobs. We pay our taxes like everyone else. We want to be represented for what we are, not what we aren't. And we definitely are not a gang.
And the only difference between us and them is at this point is when we gather, for some weird reason, it's a gang rally. I don't know.
We call it a fight, family reunion.
Do you guys know how this was able to happen today?
A lot of permits and a lot of doing things the right way. That's how.
For damn sure.
A lot of timing, not just, hey, let's do this. It's organization, it's intelligence, it's drive. That's what made this happen.
So though very difficult with the gang classification, the freedom to assemble still prevailed.
It did, because this is America. And whether people have their opinions, they have their opinion on our president, they have their opinion on what's going on. But you know what? In America, we have that right to be angry about that, to love what we love, to be upset about what we're upset about, to talk about it. And that is the true freedom right there, is to be able to really express what you feel and let other people see it from your side. And that's what America is about. And that's what makes America great. Not who's in charge, not who's got their opinion on this or that. It's being good to each other and being good to this country that we live in, and just keep it better, make it better, the best it can be. And that's by being good to each other.
Well said. There's been a lot of hate from the FBI with this classification, but tell me how you felt around the police here today.
Police never bother us anywhere. I mean, they at first they come on strong, they're ready for something, but when they get to know us, they realize there's never a problem. We don't want any problems. So.
Well, thank you for your guys' words today.
Thank you. Have a great one. Thank you.
It is a public opinion. You are now a part of legal history.
All right, guys, here's a peek backstage.
We appeal to the Court of Appeals because we said the only reason cops pulled Juggalos over was because the FBI said Juggalos are a gang. Fuck that. So we went back to the trial court, all set to prove what everyone knew to be true, that the Juggalos are not a gang. But the judge instead dismissed the case again on grounds similar to the grounds he dismissed it the first time. The judge said that Juggalos did not suffer legal consequences.
No, I don't think he does. You had to have one.
Hey, quick question. Have you guys seen any sort of violence or anything today?
That the U.S. Court of Appeals can have an oral argument.
No violence at all? Have you seen it? Any sort of confrontations? All right, thank you.
Good about me. This festival is for 2,000 people. And not one violent arrest. Weed. Alcohol.
Yes. We are hopeful that we'll have
I don't know if you guys heard that, but they say that they do not ever get violent arrests for their big gatherings. But they may get arrested for weed, booze, or public nudity. Hey, you guys think it was a success today?
I think so. Good turnout.
So far, so good.
We caused any trouble.
What'd you think about the police presence during the march?
As far as I saw, they didn't really seem to bother anybody. They were just there to make sure nothing happened, I assume. They didn't seem to bother anybody as far as I saw, at least.
More money, we need to get home and eat.
Hey guys, do we think the march was a success today?
Yes, absolutely.
How did it feel out there walking with all the Juggalos?
Empowering. Absolutely.
Empowering. How come?
Everybody was peaceful.
All eyes were on us. For once, Juggalos get this kind of bad rap for the music we listen to because they only hear the profanity and the violence in it. They don't listen to the deep message inside of it. But today, all eyes were on us.
And what's underneath it all is really, against discrimination.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Discrimination, fascism, racism.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you see any efforts of solidarity from people who weren't Juggalos?
Oh, absolutely. There are definitely people who weren't even Juggalos in the march. They're just kind of getting along with it because they believe that no discrimination, no racism.
Yeah, we're asking for our freedom of speech. Most people respect that.
I actually went to the Mother of All rallies on the other side to ask them what they thought. And surprisingly, they agreed with the fight for the freedom of speech. So even the Trump rally was saying that they support.
Well, that's good.
Surprising?
But very much, because I personally very much disagree with all of that. So I didn't think they would be supportive of us. But hey, we're all Americans.
They were supportive of the fight for the First Amendment right.
Yeah.
And that's really the underlying message of what it's all about.
Yep.
So I think they could see that because this is a clear-cut example of a violation.
Absolutely. Hopefully the FBI heard our message today as well.
We'll end on that one. I guess time will tell.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Hey, can I ask you guys a couple questions about the march? All right, what did you guys think of the march today?
main artists get down and march with us. It's pretty awesome.
I think it's been a great success. There's been no violence. There's been no confrontation with law enforcement. I think.
I went on Facebook in my Juggalo group weeks ago and told them, look, fuckers, you're coming to this thing, you need to be on your best behavior because, well, the world already hates us. Why should we give them more reason?
So, do you think if people hadn't been spreading that message, today might have been different?
No.
I
think it's the time to understand. I think it's common fucking sense.
There's just a few bad apples in every bunch, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like every gathering we go to, there's always locals there and wanna shine above the rest.
Well, I mean, if you take the standard population, you don't figure in subcultures at all, just people in general at random. How many good people are going to be in that group and how many bad people? You don't count their race. You don't count what genre of music they listen to. You don't count what they wear or anything like that. Names on a piece of paper. How many of them have a criminal record? How many of those criminals are violent crimes? And how many of them could possibly be pardoned? You know, people don't think shit like that. It was awesome. We had a lot to prove today. I like to prove it.
Right on. Now, are these your children?
Yeah, these are.
Can I ask them some questions? All right. What did you guys think of today?
Good.
Good.
I think it was really fun.
What brought you guys here?
Just Dad. My dad wanted to support family.
Do you consider some of these other juggalos your family?
All of them. Every last one of them.
They see little kids and they look out for them.
Yeah, that's right. All these people know that everybody's home is everybody's home. We take care of each other just like a family. You know, if we're hungry, we feed each other. If they need a place to sleep, we take care of them. You know, we didn't have that growing up, and that's why we're here for each other now. We're here for each other. It's been 17 years we gathered. You know what I mean? That's 3 years right there. Fordville, Ohio. Family here. Everybody here is family. We're here to represent the people that can't make it here today. That's all we did. We came here because a lot of people spent more money and live on the West Coast and can't come here because they went and had a good time at the gathering. I hope they had a great time. So.
Where did you guys come from?
We came from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, 717.
All right.
These are our little hatchlings.
These are the hatchlings?
Yep.
Little hatchlings, what do you have to say to the FBI about calling this group a gang?
Fuck them FBI.
Well, if they're a gang, why would this little girl be in a gang?
Aw.
Why would she be in a gang?
All right, I love it. Any final words you guys want to say to our audience?
No, that's everything. What do you got?
Renegade Media.
All right, Renegade Media, thank you guys. You guys were great. Glad you guys came out to see what our family's all about. You're more than welcome to come gather with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, one last whoop whoop. Hey, what did we think of the march today? Was it a success? What do you think you guys showed with the march?
Individuality, love. That we're just people too. That's important.
Did you see any interactions between people who weren't juggalos that were finding out about it for the first time? There's a lot of supporters. Did you people who aren't juggalos?
Yeah, probably more of that than seeing them come to us and first notice us. You know, they probably once they're out there knew we were coming. So they probably kind of looked into it. And what you hear ain't the truth. We're different than what they put us out to be.
Definitely, I'm surprised myself.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
I wasn't judging, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this open and friendly. Yeah. Not a bad vibe yet, all day long.
Everybody shows love.
Yeah.
You can't go nowhere.
Yeah, how come they do that, do you think?
I believe because of the lyrics, the music, and the whole hatchet man, you know, he's running with a weapon to rise, you know, so it's mainly that they try to just, you know, take us the wrong way. That's what I think. And, you know, the fact that we were able to march around, you know, half of DC, you know, peacefully, that shows that we're not violent, we're not criminals, we're not thugs, we're not gangbangers, we're not hoodlums, we're human beings, just like everybody else. We just want, you know, what's right, equal rights, there we go.
All right, right on. And you think that message was heard?
Yeah, dude. And if it wasn't, then they're deaf. They're deaf and they're not listening. But I mean, how can you not listen when there's thousands and thousands of juggalos here that all chant family marching down the road? You know, I mean, how can you not hear it? And people stopping and staring that, you know, just trying to get into, I guess, the monuments and stuff, stop and videotape us. You know, they were like, hopefully we moved people with this movement. You know what I'm saying? And not just, you know, juggalos. I hope, like, you know, with the whole Black Lives Matter, the anti-Trump stuff. I hope we, you know, we really show that, hey, anybody can do this. You ain't got to be violent. You can be peaceful and use words.
Yeah, I love that. Have you been part of other protests that wasn't involved with juggalos?
That's my first one. I quit my job to come here to do this.
No way.
No way, dude. I quit my job to come here and do this.
So what's next?
Go home and try to figure out what's next, I guess. But until then, I'm going to live it up, dude. I'm living it up.
So it must have been really important for you to be here.
Yeah, dude, I've been down with the clown since I was 12 years old, and I've always suffered with depression and suicidal thoughts. And, you know, not the whole homicide part of the music, but the whole, hey, you know, you gotta love yourself. You gotta be who you are, and you gotta, you know, respect yourself before you know, do anything else in life. And to me, that really touched me as a young child. So here I am, 21 years old, and it's really just stuck ever since.
All right. All right. Well, I also think that this was a good demonstration of how other groups can do this in the future.
Right, I agree.
Especially, what a location.
Yeah, Washington, D.C., we're right on your doorstep, dude. Right on your doorstep. You can't ignore us. We're knocking. We're knocking. You better let us in or we're coming in. One of the two.
Hell yeah. Any final words?
Yeah. Shout out to Asheville, North Carolina, 828 Wicked Dream Creation.
Where can people find more about Wicked Dream?
They can find out at NASCAR.
Okay. All right. Check us out.
Appreciate it, dude.
Hey, I'm supposed to ask you something about Wicked Dream.
Go there.
Yes, I made butterflies after the Joker cards. Yeah.
Definitely check out Wicked Dream Creation.
What's that?
Master.
So these are Wicked Dream Creations right there?
Yeah.
For the juggalos watching, you might want to get some swag.
Thank you, man.
Where should they go?
Facebook. Instagram.
Oh, weird. Thank you.
What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Trash Man.
Trash Man? I'm Freak.
Nice to meet you, Freak.
Nice to meet you, Trash Man.
Ooh. Hey, homie.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Been a long day.
I bet.
That's what's up.
You want to say any words?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Appreciate it, man. It's been a good day. You gotta take her easy, man.
You too. All right, folks. You've been hearing my same old questions over and over. If you have any you want me to ask, please type away and I will ask for you. Consider Renegade your eyes and ears on the ground. Anything you want to know, anything you want said, write it down, and at the first opportunity, we will get it out there.
Is he the only one rocking the mankini?
Hey, what's going on with this?
Rags of water. You want to sign it?
Are you just getting signatures?
Yeah, dude. I got a couple good ones on there.
All right, all right.
Sign mine too, it's homely.
Okay, okay. So you just getting supporters to sign the signs?
Hell yeah, I got Light and Buckshot to do it. I want to get Jay and Shaggy on there.
Is this some sort of way to say, hey, you were here, you were part of history?
Damn straight. You came to the march. You were part of this.
Now I'm thinking this sign could be worth some money on eBay.
Maybe one day. I don't know, it'll be worth something to me for a while though.
That's probably more important.
Right?
Thank you.
Hell yeah, guys. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
One of the greatest parts of the Juggalo family and world is how accepting we are. It doesn't matter if you've been down from day one or just discovered the St. Cloud Posse of the Juggalo world yesterday. You know what I'm saying? There's always new members to the family, new members in the fold. And right about now, it's my honor to welcome to you the newest member of the Psychopathic Records family of artists. Please give a warm Juggalo welcome to
Hey, couple questions. Do you guys know what's going on?
Yeah. Juggalo.
Are you here to show support?
Yeah.
Are you Juggalos?
No, just I respect what ICP does.
Okay. In what way?
I mean, they're probably like one of the most DIY bands that have like this big of a following, I guess. You know, they have their own label and they book all their own tours, and that's pretty cool. And to like have that be your system and have this like massive following is pretty rad.
So you guys must be musicians?
Yeah, I guess so. He runs a label.
Oh, all right. In the industry?
Yeah, respect.
So from your opinion, how did ICP do it?
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask, to be honest.
Yeah, there's definitely better people.
Was it?
What's that?
Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying it's pretty remarkable how many people are here and like how many juggalos there are around the world. Like that's insane that one group can have that many people.
From like doing it all themselves.
And do you think they're facing an injustice right now?
Yeah. I mean, of course, yeah.
I mean, if the KKK isn't a hate group, why the fuck are
Gang.
A gang, yeah. The KKK is not a gang. Why are the juggalos a gang? Yeah, I don't get it.
Have you guys done anything personally to help spread the injustice to your group of friends or community?
How do you mean?
Like awareness?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I mean not necessarily. I guess.
Not too much. I mean, I got a friend who came into town from Atlanta just for this, like crash with us. You know, trying to support, but I don't know. I told people to come out. It was gonna be violent. That's about it.
Well, we're about to see how wild it gets.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How would you feel if the government tried to shut down your label? That'd be fucked up. I'd be surprised if they wanted to waste their time with that shit. Yeah, it's fucked up. It kind of goes against everything America stands for, freedom of speech.
One of the goals of this was to bring public awareness to people who don't know about it. Do you think they're successful in that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. If there's anyone here, like tourists and locals alike, if they didn't know who like ICP was now, they definitely do.
seeing this now, you guys will go back to your communities and talk about it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, we'll definitely probably talk about it later tonight, how rad it was. Yeah.
But specifically about the injustice, do you think you'll spread that?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up just because it's such a weird contrast with like the alt-right having their little event down the street.
Yeah. Which there's like no one at.
Did you guys go?
Yeah.
We went and checked it out.
So many more people here than there.
Yeah. Because you have to walk by it to get here anyway. So it was like there was no one there.
Well, you guys are perfect people to ask because you've been to both. What's the difference in atmosphere, vibe?
This is like the polar opposite of it, I guess, because this is just like all about like family and togetherness and accepting, and that is the complete opposite of that.
That's just like a big propaganda. It's like he can't get over the election, so he's having another pep rally. Just like getting people to cheer his name. I mean, that's all it seemed like they're doing over there.
Yeah, it definitely just seemed like one big circle jerk over there of like, yeah, and like here it's like I've never seen so many like different people coming together under like different like genres of people, I guess, coming together for like this one thing. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a far more diverse crowd here.
Yeah.
Say that.
It's far more what?
Far more diverse.
In what ways?
Like my buddy just said, just people of all types coming together under this notion of being family and like supporting each other. Whereas over there, it's about, you know, white people deserve respect, body glue, and it's like, all right.
Yeah, and also like everyone is coming together under this umbrella of like togetherness, whereas they are coming together under an umbrella of like being against everyone else that isn't them. Whereas this is like about,
yeah,
you know, anyone can come, which is cool.
When I talked with the lady over there, she said that they were all about America first, and they wanted to unite all American citizens first, so that we could go help the rest of the world.
Yeah, but I mean, saying things like that is just like, it's just like, yeah, it's just like, it's also, that's a way of just like, what is it when you, what's the term, when you say something to like, when you say something terrible but like disguise it as something like that. It's kind of like back. Yeah, I guess so. It's like basically they're saying like, oh, they want America first, but that's just like a way of them getting away with saying that they want their like xenophobic nationalist like ideals to come first, and like, but just like, you know, the nice disguising it as patriotism. Yeah.
So I was somewhat at a loss of words, didn't know how exactly to reply to that, and I think you just said it well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, how can you start that communication dialogue when someone does tell you America first?
Well, I mean, I guess like, I mean, you can't really say that to someone like that without them getting angry. But I guess if you want like, if someone tells you like, oh, we want like America first, then like my logic is like, okay, well, America was founded upon this idea of like, of anyone coming to this country to be able to flourish, of any like race, creed, sex, gender, anything. And so to like say that someone who comes to this country to like, to try and like take advantage of the opportunities that are presented, and then us like telling them that they can't, then that's against what everything America was founded upon. Because America was founded on like, you know, people going against the grain and rebels and immigrants and you know, the Revolutionary War was basically like, you know, America was founded by traitors essentially of like the British monarchy, and it was founded on the idea of like troublemaking essentially. So if like, you know, if it was founded by like rebellious people, and then there's people kind of coming here, like people like this who are going against the grain, and we're trying to tell them that they can't, then that's against what America stands for to me. And in turn, if you are like in support of denouncing like people, eccentric people, then you're not like, you don't think of America first.
Because essentially America means open opportunity for all.
Yeah, exactly. the bottom line is it was founded in revolution. So you know, if you don't support revolution, then you don't support America.
I'm gonna share a couple comments we've been getting on the live stream if you guys care to hear.
Sure, yeah.
All right, some of them are funny. Some of them, I hope you don't take offense. It's more of a joke.
All right, yeah.
The first one is, are they high? Ha 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 ha. You don't have to answer that. The next one is, these dudes are so cool.
Oh wait, these are about us?
Yep. And then we got a, they are looking for kale. That's a stereotype if you're like.
Pretty good. I like kale. I love kale.
I guess they're right. And then someone just said like. So I think it was well received. Thank you guys for your words.
Yeah, of course. Anytime, man. Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, of course.
Wow, you guys see that? This is what it looks like when you stand on the stage at tonight's event. You're looking at the Washington Monument in front of the reflection pool. And right now the lighting seems to be particularly nice, and you really understand why they call it the reflection pool. You can see the Washington Monument being reflected. What do you know? I'd say that the setting sun, the nice sky is reflective of the day's events. Were you guys at the march today? This one.
No, we just got here.
Oh, okay. Do you know what's happening?
A little bit. Yeah, this music got banned, right?
They've been, everyone who follows the music has been labeled a gang member. So.
Why is that? I mean, what does the lyrics have anything to do with gangs, or?
No, not about gangs. There are expressions of violence in the lyrics.
But doesn't all rap and hip hop do?
I believe that's why everyone's a little pissed off about it.
When did this happen? Was it recent?
No, it was in 2011. And they've been fighting it legally since. But they keep getting thrown out of court. They won't even see the issue. They got thrown out of court 3 times. And now they're doing this rally to get way more public attention because they've got another court case coming up October 11th.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Right, me neither. Like, I've never heard about this type of music at all. It's like,
So being people who had no idea about it, and now tell me what you see and have seen. should be a First Amendment right.
Isn't that part of the amendment? I don't know. I just find it kind of weird that they ban such a type of music, you know?
They didn't necessarily ban it, they just made the fans of it labeled as part of a gang. Everyone who's a fan of the band Insane Clown Posse are known as Juggalos. And so now the FBI has said Juggalos are a gang. And people are losing their jobs over it. They're getting in more trouble with the law if they have a tattoo about the band. Even mothers are losing access to see their children because it's getting argued in court that they're gang members. So now that you know what's happening, do you think you'll do anything to share or talk with anyone from your community about it?
I'll definitely look into it because I want to learn more about it and the reasons behind it. And definitely, if it's something that I go for and I believe that it shouldn't be, you know, banned or people shouldn't be labeled. I mean, we all have a label in this country, which is part of America, but I would definitely look into it and see what's part of it.
All right. Any other words for our audience about what it's like out here as the sun sets?
Really, this is intriguing. Like, I'm really entertained too, actually. Like, I really like it. It's kind of like rap, you know? Like, I like it.
All right. Thank you guys. Excuse me, guys. Are you just passing through right now?
We're just passing through.
What did you see?
We've seen a guy we've seen Uncle Sam, Juggalo, Uncle Sam. You know, we've seen a businessman. We've seen police officers just taking it easy. No arrests. You know, it seems like a pretty peaceful event.
Had you known about the Juggalos before?
I did.
Do you know why they're gathering now?
Well, I was told it was an anti-Trump rally of sorts. But
there was a Trump rally on the other end, but this is actually entirely different.
Because they're represented as a gang by the FBI.
You did hear about that
thing, yeah.
Okay.
No, we got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
So have you been able to talk to any Juggalos about it?
Yeah, no, they, one guy looks like he was pretty involved in organizing the event, Christian. He's in a suit with an orange tie. You know, they just wanted to voice their right to gather and to say that they're not a gang. Not much else to it, actually.
So now
I've seen some anti-fascists, but that wasn't the thrust of why they were here. They were here to Juggalos specifically.
Now that you've seen this yourselves, you think that's going to affect you going forward?
I didn't think they should be a gang to begin with.
Yeah.
There's nothing gang related.
Yeah, you know, I never thought lowly of them before, and I certainly don't think lowly of them now. They seem very peaceful. They're not weird. I don't know if I myself am a Juggalo, but they seem totally normal to me.
Would you say you support their fight against the injustice?
Yeah.
I guess you have to.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
People are having their kids taken away just for listening to their music.
Yeah, that's terrible.
This is America. We're supposed to have freedom of speech.
Well, I mean, just as as a religious guy, I think that's terrible. I think the government tearing families apart is like one of the worst things you can do. So I'm very much against that.
Do you think your support will extend to talking about it within your peers and community?
Yes, I think I've got I got a guy who came here actually to report on it for a college newspaper. And we've been talking a lot about it, and we've certainly we've talked a lot about actually me and my peers have talked a lot about the Juggalos. So I think this will be circulating in our conversation.
said. Thank you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all better turn up. Y'all better catch this one. Left side come this way, right side come this way. Let's go. Y'all ready? Go.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Alright, there's actually 2 spots. Walk over here.
Hey, you think the march was successful today?
Yeah, it was actually. I mean, we came in, they didn't need no riot gear, so we showed them that, yeah, we can be civil, we're not gang, we didn't have to call National Guard. So yeah, I think turned out to be a pretty good event. Those guys, non-zone those that came here and supported us too. So it gets the message out to basically part of that mainstream media can't get to, that hey, we're not a gang, we're family, go to control on themselves. You know?
Hey guys, was the march successful today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Hell of a turnout.
I want to hear why.
Why? Did you see the power behind those numbers? We were like a giant fucking juggalo snake.
We were a giant juggalo caterpillar.
We were like a trimmers. Bam!
Do you think people are hearing the message you want to get out?
Well, if they're not, we're just gonna have to fucking let them know louder.
Yeah, we'll do it again next year.
Do it again tomorrow.
What are the next steps?
The next steps? I'd say
Marches across the fucking United States in every big major city, every capital of every state.
I guess the next steps are up to everybody else outside of the Juggalo community to see if they've accepted our message or not. We need to make it louder.
No. Audience, can you hear what they're saying right now? It's been pretty good all day.
Y'all can just make up cool words. I'm alright with that.
Any words you want to say to them?
Say to who?
Our audience about what it felt like being here.
It was very empowering. Like, being able to bring this many family members together was just like a magical experience in itself. Like, when Jay was talking about the march, I was thinking maybe 500 to 1,000 people. This is so much more. Like, I am so incredibly pleased with the way that this march turned out. Like, we showed up, we showed out, we got our message across. I don't think we could have done it any other better way. Like this is where it went down. Like Martin Luther King, I have a dream type shit. Well, we have a dream. You know, we don't want to be labeled a gang. Where else would have we made that statement that could have had that much of an impact? You know what I'm saying? It was great. It was fucking amazing. That's all I really got to say. I'm just happy that, you know, everyone took it as seriously as they did, you know? I mean, if, like, we were chanting, it could be your music next, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're really fighting for. It's like, we're being judged purely on our musical interests. That's fucked up. Like, look at Fish, look at fucking Deadheads, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't gang members. But you see them piling outside fucking entrance doors for shows and shit. You know, like, look at Metallica fans, you know, heavy metal and shit. They go heavy as fuck. You don't see the FBI putting them on a fucking gang list. You know, I mean, the stories that I heard today was some genuine stuff. Like, you just don't know how it's impacting people until you hear them out.
And that's what they did today. They gave everybody a chance to, voice themselves and say, look, I've lost my kids, I've lost, my military job, I've lost. I mean, there was a bunch of stories that were told today, but nonetheless, people got hurt.
In general, not getting the respect of the public. I think this was an opportunity to show how many of us there actually is out there. Like, I don't know.
But it's also a judgment.
They don't
based
hear us
purely on,
until they hear all of us.
Clothing. Like, if we plucked everybody's eyeballs out, there would be absolutely no judgment in this world because we couldn't see each other. Now, essentially, I could walk up next to you and smell your odor and then judge you based on that. But if we didn't have eyes, we wouldn't be judging each other based on a symbol. You know what I'm saying? It's just ludicrous.
I think judgment's what's the problem.
You know what? I really wanted to start the chant. I say fuck, you say racism, fuck, racism, fuck, racism. Because with, the rally that was going down on the other side, I know that there was a lot of juggalos that were fearful of coming out, like, oh, 2 different rallies clashing, it's going to be a big old, riot or something. And it was nothing like that. There was not, to my knowledge, one bad occurrence. You know what I'm saying? Not one thing bad or negative happened today. That's like how civilization should be. I don't know that dude. I don't know that chick. I don't know that dude. But I'm sure if I was dying of thirst and I asked to have a sip, they'd give it to me. But on the outskirts of everybody here, I can't walk up to a normal stranger and be like, hey, I'm really thirsty, will you give me a drink? You know what I'm saying? It's a family, reunion, you know what I'm saying? But a real solid opportunity to get our message across to, the world. With all the media that was on today, man, there was cameras everywhere. Fucking every nook and cranny corner, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I hope that this is broadcasted nationwide so that everybody gets the true substance behind the message. And that's that we're not a gang. We're just a group of individuals with the same interests and the same principles. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really got to say. Normally I don't do this. You know what I'm saying?
You're speaking from the heart and it shows.
That's fucking right. Like, I drove 11 miles, I'll wait for him to get his.
Right, don't stop.
We're from the Saguenay area of Michigan, if anyone knows where the fuck that is. But it's Saginaw technically. So from Saginaw to Washington DC was a 11.5-hour drive, depending on whether or not you took the toll or toll-free ride. But all in all, we drove 11 hours to get here to be, you know what I'm saying, a part of this. Something that means the most to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that didn't come out, we're not judging you, but, if you thought that something negative was going to go down, if nothing negative went down, I was just really determined to show my devotion to what I've been listening to for, I lost count of the years, but since I was 9 years old, I'm 26 now. You know what I'm saying? I got down with it in 99, you know what I'm saying? Bruno Box was the first thing I ever listened to. And from 9 years old up until 26, none of these people have ever done me wrong. I've never ever had anything stolen from a Juggalo, never gotten into a fight with a Juggalo, never fucking been, I would say, genuinely judged by the Juggalos, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have a reason to be here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that I went through hell to get here. I was running at 27 hours without sleep. I wound up crashing right there, just for a 20-minute power nap, just so I could stay alive long enough to witness all this and do the whole march, you know what I'm saying? It's just devotion, if it matters to you, that's the thing, I had a good friend pass away from cancer about a year and a half ago. Nobody gives a fuck about something unless it impacts them, you know what I'm saying? So when I lost my friend, he was a carpenter, he was a mechanic, he was a man of many trades, and he was a Juggalo. You know what I'm saying? He was like an OG ringmaster Juggalo. Before I even got into this shit. Motherfucker passed away from cancer. I didn't give a fuck about cancer until I lost somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, all the outsiders that aren't Juggalos or don't believe in our subculture, our lifestyle, they don't give a fuck about what we're being discriminated against because it doesn't impact them. But the minute that they turn on their music and they say, you listen to this or that, now you're a gang, all of a sudden now you're trying to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how the world works, man. That's it. That's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Juggalo family out there.
Thank you. All right, any last words?
What?
Any last words about what it feels like to be here today?
It just feels amazing. I can't wait to see the way the rest of this night pans out. We made history. We're going to continue to do so.
Right on, thank you.
Cool. Thanks for taking the time. Normally I don't talk to you, but I know that you're only trying to fucking say it. But if it was like NBC or ABC News, I'd have been like, fuck the media! Just watch. Have a good night, guys.
If I'm missing guys who reach your butt, it ain't no thing because I came up here quick with extra tricks taped together. So when they get to flip them up, hit them up, watch them all fall down. I pick them up one by one, and I ain't coming with no mask on either. Just a bit it in the face, see my reflection in the heater. All hatchet swag with the magic Adidas. Got bitches going crazy in it, cause my appeal. Kill them all, watch them all squeal. Ears ringing, popping rounds, I'm watching extras over heels, yeah. It's me and Jamie, baby, get your strap, yeah. We working out everybody who really in the building. Okay, I'm reloading, ready again to watch everything you know. Blow off the back of your head, I get them all. Today we make history, Juggalos. Put your hands out. Come on. It's what it is that you live for. The only thing that keeps you keep going. The only reason why you wake up. Different days and hustle just to make sure. It's what it is that you live for. The only thing that keeps you keep going. The only reason why you wake up. Different days and hustle just to make sure. It's my daughter, the way that she was brought up, knowing if there's any problems that her daddy got us, and daddy gonna ball out, so daddy body fall out. If I get on my back, it's never gonna walk out. In my blood, just like Southwest Dog, I was born and raised into a hard knock world. But it's catching to the death, catching man on my chest. It's not getting at the goons on tap, and the drugs is what pumps the blood through my lungs. The love that comes from when they bump in my songs. Ain't nothing wrong, the feel that makes my game strong. With some beats, we the underground King Kong. And the key to my life is to keep going. Feet first, I'm jumping in with broken wings on. I'm trying to keep it legendary like a theme song. Other motherfuckers lifelong is a ringtone. It's what it is that you live for. Come on. The only thing that keeps you keep going. Different ways and hustle just to make sure. It's what it is that you live for. The only thing that keeps you keep going. The only reason why you wait. Hold on. Just to make sure. Promise you more, so just ease up night. Struggle hard for change. I can't sleep at night, but I won't back down. I'ma put up a fight for as long as I'm breathing. Let me hear y'all loud. I ain't promised you more, so just ease up night. Struggle hard for change. I can't sleep at night, but I won't back down. I'ma put up a fight for as long as I'm breathing. That's my keys to life. Come on. It's what it is that you live for. The only thing that keeps you keep going. The only reason why you wake up. Different days and hustle just to make sure. It's
always. Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. Oh shit! DJ Clay. Look at the wicked. This is us, y'all. We can walk through the mall, black fitteds on. People staring at us like they seen King Kong. Tats on our arms, at your house charms. Just because we're swag, they wanna try to kick us out. Keep moving on, watching them watch. All eyes on us, cause we juggalo up. We do what we do, we keep the shit up. And when we see each other, then we throw that shit up. Man, we like to stand out, that's why we ain't you. We the attention in the room, and you just some chicks too. I'm fly with the clay shirt and the rider shoes. You can keep the deep and the hip huggers too. Bitch, I'll slap the shit out of you. I ain't gonna run your chain, I don't want the fake jewels. Elephants in the room, footprints through your crew. The way you look at us is the way we look at you. All eyes on us every time we come through. Elephants in the room, stare at us the same way we do you. Elephants in the room, we hearing any shit you can do. Elephants in the room, if you ain't walking with us, then we think you should move. Who knows this? They said on my show tape I couldn't cuss. They ain't say I couldn't rap about drugs. I can't escape all the dark days, but the drugs make me feel like I'm sad. I know I shouldn't live this way. I'm just saying that I'm addicted. I can't escape all the dark days, but the drugs make me feel like I'm sad. I know I shouldn't live this way. I'm just saying that I'm addicted. Okay, it's the capital A-ho. Ain't shit changed even if them hoes say so. Now let me take you for a little trip to Clayswell. Still the same motherfucker, topping X pills. Sandwich pocket in to make me feel well. Pushing 80, no hands on the steering wheel. Lights off, I'm Joey in the CD player. Wake up like where the motherfucker in my head. It's the drugs, control over cars. They're talking to my brain, telling me that's what I want. If I put another one, chase it with a shot. It ain't I'm you know what I mean, you do this shit a lot. Okay, but won't you make it triple up? Cause I got a bad chick over there, I'm trying to run. Saying these drugs got me waking up, bruh. Saying next to this fat chick looking like I can't escape all the dark days, but the drugs make me feel like I'm sad. I know I shouldn't live this way. I'm addicted. I can't escape all the dark days, but the drugs make me feel like I'm sad. I shouldn't live this way. Let me hear you. I'm addicted. Yeah, this is what I did. I love y'all. You have to hold still, buddy. Make some yourselves right now. Put your hands up with me like this one time. This goes out to all the fallen juggalos that we lost in the past. Everybody that should be here with us. Even if it wasn't blood, it's still fam, you know what I'm saying? Shot on the Tuesday night. Now I'm on the ground, like ground. My life, will I die or will I not? Will I get high again or will I ride? I can't move my body, I just stay still. I just stay there, looking at me, moving was still. Was it your friends up down? Was their friends up down? All these questions in my head, and I can't answer them. I say back, my thoughts in the past, come in my eyes, but all I can do is laugh. I know I don't wanna die, but don't wanna be so bad. I thought I was out of dad. I know that I can't. I go
Now flip it, now flip it. He's doing video.
Oh, I wish I would have had that sign earlier. Oh man, I just would have just walked by them.
I think I'm coming out there with y'all, Juggalo. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Oh, shit! Unless y'all want me to stay out here. Y'all know this? Okay, okay. Let me hear y'all. Sing it with me. I was 16, young, it was never put on, but was put down strong when Rude Boy gave me a call saying that the wicked clowns had a party called Big Ballers, and if I wanted to come spin and make a couple dollars, St. Andrew's Hall, remember it all, from that winter to this fall, who'd have thought I'd last this long? Yeah, when 06 came around, you can fuck the fuck off. It was me and Shaggy Doodle, I was on my first tour, and little did I know it was the first of many more. I'm pushing out mixtapes for the Juggalos, and the love I do for them keeps me higher than some floor. That's why I'm standing here, arms crossed, just to let you know how we. Let me hear y'all. We kept grinding, loud up, hustling. We kept grinding, we kept hustling. We kept grinding, we kept hustling. History and amazing Juggalos, keep it going. We kept grinding, we kept hustling. Louder, louder. We kept grinding, yeah. I love y'all. Like I said before, we are here for a purpose, and our purpose is to not let them shut us up the way they want us to shut up. I love y'all. I'll see y'all out there. See y'all at the after party. Whoop, whoop.
Where's the after party?
Give it up for DJ Clay.
He knows.
DJ Clay all motherfucking day. And right about now, we got our next special speaker. She's an artist, she's a creative type, and she's also a part of the Let's Respect movement, which I think is the fucking bomb. She's also a down-ass trill juggalo. Show some love to Rachel Paul.
I believe in juggalos. I'm gonna say it again one more time in case you didn't hear me in the back. I believe in juggalos. You see, I know you, each and every one of you. The Dark Carnival called you at some point in your life. And the traveling circus that was once but a dream put to melody became us. I know you. this community, this friendship, this family, and I am so proud of you. Give yourselves a round of applause right now. For our love and our pledge of brotherhood, of our sisterhood to each other. We became strong.
Okay, whatever.
We created community. And we created a soul tribe of jugglers, jesters, all the colors of the rainbow, and I love it. Can I just say I love y'all? Can we just take a moment to focus on the love we have here? Yes, see, I believe in the magic that juggalos bring.
Yes.
I believe in everything that y'all have. To me, juggalos are music. Juggalos are dancing. Juggalos are magical, sharing with each other, giving to each other, traveling to new places, and smiling faces.
I forgot where it's at. All right.
Juggalos are adventure. Juggalos are clowns in the circus. Juggalos are creativity, and juggalos, you are warrior souls.
Watch out for my sandwich.
Universal acceptance and unconditional love. These are just a few things that juggalos bring, and I just want to thank you. Thank you for letting me be part of your family. Thank you for having such a strong allegiance to each other that it shook up the outside world and they didn't even know what to do. And here we are. They didn't know what to do with us, but you know, love conquers fear. And clown love, that is an invitation to magic. I believe in the magic that we share. The web that we weave. Let's take a moment to focus our collective energy, all of us, and open our hearts to call upon the spirit of our tradition. And juggalos past who reside on the other side, our angels. Thomas Cannibal Cottingham. He's with us. 2 years ago today, he gave his life to protect a mother and child from an attack at a bus stop in downtown Delaware. It was an act of selfless bravery while others stopped and stared. Some even took pictures with their cell phones, but Cannibal gave his life. Juggalo. He was a juggalo. We knew him. We knew him. He's a juggalo hero. Let's switch it up and think about that. His name was David Terry. Y'all know him? Yeah! When a horrific blaze engulfed the home of his family and children, he gave his life to shield and protect his tiny daughter. She escaped the blaze miraculously alive. David gave his life to protect his daughter. It was juggalo love that shielded her. It was juggalo love that protected that little girl. And David had that love, and I believe all juggalos are capable of that love.
Yes, we are!
In this moment, which is all we have, let's call upon the guardian angel spirits of Cannibal and David, that they might protect and lead us on through their presence on the other side. Can we get a whoop whoop for Cannibal and David? I believe that Shangri-La is a real place.
Yes, it is!
Yeah. But it's our job to create that space right here on Earth, the dirt ball.
Yeah!
So let the world heed the call and bear witness to this strange family of renegades, freaks, and runaways, branded and mocked but turned unlikely heroes and freedom fighters. Because I believe in juggalos. And as long as we believe in each other, this is our world.
So get the fuck out! Yeah!
Whoop, whoop. Give it up for Rachel Paul. Juggalos, we're gonna keep this shit moving because that's what we do. Are y'all ready for some more musical flavors to grace this stage? Our next performer is like a lot of us.
in that when it came time to be getting all sorts of gifts and wealth and all that shit, he never had shit. So why don't you show some love right now for my ultra-talented, ultra-large homeboy, the one and only Big Hoodoo. Give it up for Hoodoo!
Oh, I couldn't help but notice your pain. Oh my God. I thought I was in that I told you.
That's my fear.
I told you we was gonna be here. Y'all ain't loud enough. He put nigga leaking on the floor. That's what he get for even speaking to a carnival. I stay ready for battle. There's no beefing with the Lord of War. Blood flows at a moment's notice. Lord knows that I'm one of the coldest souls, so it's a bonus that I'm still living. They never wanted me to make it. Surrounded by hell and hatred was drowning, but I escaped and still ain't made it off the block. I ain't never taken shots. I done gave out a few for speaking down upon my name. I blow the brain out of fool. Cause who do carry guns too? Get it fucked up. They'll never find you. Must I remind you that I'm from the murder pit? Cause you never heard us spit. Ripping off your legs. A couple extra shots to knock your homie out his face. I'm from where they prey on the weak and put the K to your cheek. And spray and smile all over the street. In real time, poison your mind. My rhymes are like the antidote. The mental pockets from all that garbage that you've been hearing. It's interfering with that real deal. I am the real deal. Baptized in wicked ways. Dark side with wicked games. New terror on your head like the new era. Hard as nails from the gate. My fate was written in stone on two tablets. True savage snatches up without leaving a scar. Who we are is not to be questioned. I'm destined to die like Jimi Hendrix overdosing on the music I'm gone. Acid bitches, my revenge is resurrection. Domination over my section. Killing the game, I don't need protection. Making my lane, don't change my direction. Ripping hard from my block. 7 miles. Yo, hoods, family, tell me what you know good. I'm looking for some magic and something that feel good. Holla if you feel. Haters trying to kill. Psychopathic till I'm laid in the casket. A straight jacket. I said, oh! From way over there, way back there, to way over there, way back there. We are family! How y'all feeling? Y'all know what we did today? We made history. On a book, handwritten, only in the what up? Black leather bindings and the tension. All the mother of the car. It smells of death with a hint of garlic. I dropped it once, it blood stained the carpet. It talks to me when I turn the page, and everyone that owns it died. I'm courageous. Taught me how to bend the spoon with my mind, and now I can twist the head off a spine. I throw knives that don't really exist, but they split your ass up in the kibbles and beats. Cause I'm hoodoo, doom in time, and when you get through these rhymes, I deal with the dead. They can promise to do in return what they grant me. Power of hoodoo. Bitch, get scared, cause we love to get weird. Put your hands up. Okay, no, bitch, get scared, cause we love to get weird.
having fun yet? Man, I'm so proud of y'all, man. I'm so proud to be up here representing for my family. Y'all ready to go crazy? I said, y'all ready to get down? Let's go! Let's go, man! Fuck yeah! They call me. I keep running from my message. Running from my message. I keep on running from my message. Running from my message. What up? Spiritual, I go back when you hear my flow. In the physical, back like mystical zone. Don't think I'm underrated, but I love the hatred. Like go over the answer raven. I'm like on the matrix. This is basic. I'm drinking from the basement out the pit of darkness. I creep like you know the pavement. Black magic is the dark side of the force. That wicked shit. Thanks, baby, represent my power. In my hood, it's like talking the towers. They wanna get the government wanna ban. I keep my gun in it, thinking of a master plan. And continuing articles, son of the dark carnival. Cause the world in my fist, snip the dust particles. I elevate the game, this how it's supposed to be. A verbal genocide, going it up. They call me. I keep on. I keep on running from my magic. Nigga, who you running from my magic? I keep on. They call me. I keep on. Oh yeah, I keep on running from my magic. Who you? I'm the magnificent, I'll never get explicit. Just a wicked shit, unadulterated, never saturated, never fabricated, the most hated. You glad I made it out the gutter. On my mother, trying to bet against me. Friends never give up. All these niggas have been saying real shit. Raw spit with this magic, I'm a wizard. If you confident, you'll get the rain down. You don't wanna see my juju. You can't fuck with her. They call my power. Give us a second. I keep my rap, I got the kid on the balcony. Let's start rotation and give me competition. And I'm my ambition, I am the apparition. They come for this never listen. Switching into this, my vision, my daughter, the mission. Bringing you that in it. If it's niggas, you can just make it so. They call me. I keep on. Yeah, I keep on running from my life. Running from my man. I keep on. They call me. I keep on. Hell yeah, I keep on. They call me. I keep on. Motherfuckers is scared. That's more like it. What up, family? I'm so proud to be up here, man. I can't even explain it. This is incredible. Y'all are incredible. I love y'all, family. Y'all are the reason why we do this. Y'all are the reason we're doing this. We are not to be discriminated against. We are not to be hated on. We are not to be looked down upon. We are a family. They will respect us. I'm going to make sure of it. You feel me? I keep a pile of dead bodies in my rotten remains of lands and chocolate. So if you hate it, you better keep up, cause it's still up. Boogeyman coming for you, now you horrified. Trying to bury you alive, no formaldehyde. When I'm done with everyone, they'll call it genocide. Then my name will forever be immortalized. Ill-hearted ever since I started, I've been steadily climbing, patiently making moves, cause it's all about your timing. Scooped off the streets, so they know what I bring to the table. Never been weak, so they know what I bring to the label. You disrespect the family, that's when I lose control. I stack your throat out, it's for weed through it like a bowl. I stack their bodies in my yard and let them decompose. It takes a lot to get to the top, I'm trying to reach my goals. Don't get caught up in the hype, thinking it's just a game. You get in my way, I take your life. It's just that plain, till I erase all the fuck boss! Coming with ya, insane like my predecessors. Now I'm in the posse. You coming for me, then I have a crew, won't take their box.
Basically, I'm a psychopathic rider without the rags. I'm just here to take out the garbage without the bags. I keep up. What up? Some planes that tried to. So if you hate it, you better keep a bodyguard, cause it's still a whole lot of room in my graveyard. Boogeyman coming for you, now you wanna fight. Try to bury you alive, no formaldehyde. When I'm done with everyone, they'll call it genocide. Then my name will forever be immortalized. Put your hands up in the air one time. Let's go. Y'all know what this is. I need y'all to sing this with me. Y'all ready? My reflection fades more in the mirror every day. Dark clouds in the sky, they pulling me away. Daydreaming, I'm waiting. My body's in a coma. Cause with me, I'm a sister. Cause I'm weak from the aroma. Let me slip into your ear and take a trip with all my listeners. Into a different dimension with a voodoo practitioner. This is the story about the evil. They never die. When worlds collide, my soul is right. Voodoo, can you blow your magic? Take that shit! feeling good, huh? There we go. Yo, I'm gonna do something special since we're here. Y'all remember this? We climbing up this mountain. We just did it a minute ago. Y'all ready? Talk to the microphone into your ears can take no more. I'm devastating and amazing when I'm on the scene. I'm elevating conversation when I'm off the green. My whole team full of sharks and killer whales. Leave murder scenes full of smoke and empty shells. I've been this shit since day one. So you check the tissue. I'm from the fire from the hood. My respect official. Detroit 7 Mile. We be shooting missiles. We gon' spray 50 rounds, but they all gon' hit you in the leg, in the stomach, in the chest and cheek. Let's lay his ass in the grass. Let him rest in peace. I'm a beast that they can't keep in the zoo. Heavy grinding, mountain climbing. That's what we do. You see my daily meditation like a killer's dream. Let's clap our hands in celebration of the new regime. We in this push right up that mountain climbing. Until we reach the top. Heads will roll down the rock. We in this hey. Until we reach the top. Heads will roll down the rock. Fresh as hell, right? I just made that up. What up? Where's all my family at? Shout out to all you police that know we was gonna fuck up today. On the right of the door sign, definition of thug. Murder motivated by dead homies, I am bound by love. Lay you down. Then I be from the sea. Took you to hell, then I'm back. Just like new for shape on the screen. I'm a traveling freak show with avalanche street flow. Late at night with missing flow. I survive like a cheat code. Now I'm in peace mode. Hit a hope down the throne. Prepare to break niggas' bones and leave them body and stones. How could I be dead wrong if I'm still alive?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. We had a long day here in the National Mall in DC. 3 great live streams so far. If you missed the marching action, I highly recommend going back to the beginning of this video to see it. A lot of good material in there. Once we end this live stream, it'll post on our Facebook page, Renegade Media. And please, spread the word of the injustice the Juggalos are facing. They do not deserve to be labeled a gang for enjoying a type of music. Not just a type of music, a band. One band, ICP, Insane Clown Posse. At 9 p.m., this band, the Insane Clown Posse, will be playing on that stage, and we'll return to cover that. So refresh our Facebook page to see the live stream. Thanks for joining us. Renegade out.